What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon, and today we are going to talk about this actually, I think I've mentioned it before here and there, but I haven't really dedicated a video on this, and this is the modern Japanese promo cards, and oh boy is this Japanese modern promo card hot. And when I say it's hot, I mean, I'm not talking about, the trophy Charizard hyper rare or the, the V Charizard, which is going for around, 1,000 to 2,000 USD for the V and the 6,000 to 8,000 for the hyper rare V Max. So those are way out of my, well, it's not really out of my league, but what I want to say is those are not good investment products for the everyday consumer, because if you're spending $8,000 on a hyper rare Charizard VMAX card, chances are it's a raw card, so you're not sure whether you're going to get a PSA 10. If you're getting a PSA 10 or a BGS 10, congratulations. Those would be quite worth a lot in price. I'm assuming that we're going to see some of those hit the eBay market in around 2 weeks time. Then we can know how the market is reacting to these kind of hyper rare trophy cards. And I have a feeling it's going to reach around the 10 to 15,000 range if we hit a BGS 10, Gold Label 10, or a PSA 10. If it happens to be a BGS Black Label 10, I can easily see this card, foresee this card to be around $20,000, $20,000, yeah, $20,000 US dollar. So, yeah, this is crazy. And I think was it Jake on the other channel? He was right. He was predicting $5,000 to $10,000 for that VMAX Charizard Hyper Rare card. He was actually right. I was predicting like what? I was actually predicting like 5,000 to 15,000 Hong Kong dollars. So I was like way off. But yeah, so I'm still waiting to see if I can actually get my hands on one, because I want it, but it's just not a very good investment opportunity because the price of it is being so high, so the liquidity of it just drops. But after saying that, there's 1,000 to 1,200 copies, which means that even if liquidity is dropping as the price increases, there will be more than 1,200 individuals who are high rolling investor that are willing to pay a premium price for that card. So that's that. So I mean, I wasn't really going to talk about these two cards, but well, the other Japanese promos are actually interestingly interesting. So here I want to again speak about Mario Pikachu. Mario Pikachu and Luigi Pikachu are interesting cards because I mean, at release, these guys were around, 20 US dollar per box. Now they're going for around $800, 700 to 800 US dollar per box. Yeah, the rise in price is phenomenal, but is it still going to continue to rise? I actually think it is. Mario Pikachu and Luigi Pikachu will continue to rise in price. It is just that currently the market is trying to absorb the price spike that has happened. So this is usually what happens in I wish I had like a whiteboard behind me, but this is usually what happens to a lot of these promo cards in Japan. At release, it's usually relatively cheap. And then after a month or two, you see it spike up. And then it would plateau. The second plateau comes from more of a people trying to understand whether this is a hype or whether this price is acceptable. Because people's mind is like this. I saw this a week ago at a much lower price range. A week later, it spiked up like this. I will be actually observing. I will not be buying this card yet because, that's not normal. That's what people think. It's not normal for Pokemon cards to jump up in price. So, at that plateau, it would be like a month or so before people can digest and accept that price. And then afterwards, we are going to see more and more sale at that price, which will lead to another spike, and then another plateau, and then another spike, and then another plateau. So basically, when we see the eBay sales decreasing, or when the number of transactions is slowing down or dropping or at a very low rate, that is because the market is trying to adjust and accept that new price spike. Because people were like, a week ago it was so cheap, and now this, what, I'm just gonna wait and see. And then everyone's gonna wait and see until there was a guy that comes in and say, oh hey, it's been this price for a long time, and there's no recent sale, I might as well buy it. And that's where things starts to accumulate again, because people are like, okay, if someone bought it, it's an acceptable price, and that becomes the new normal. So those two are the two promo cards to look at. Luigi and Mario, they're currently at that stage where it's quite stagnated, quite plateauing. It's at around $1,500 for a set of sealed box, but there are listing on eBay well over $2,000 for a set of sealed box. So do keep an eye on that.
Well, this is the part where it gets weird because, I was finished recording the video, and when I was editing it this tonight, I found out that, there was a price spike in the Mario Pikachu box. So we can see that from the listing. The most recent listing, there was one that was sold for 1,700 euros. That comes to around 1,900 to almost close to $2,000 for a set of sealed Mario Pikachu and Luigi Pikachu box. And this is simply the thing I want to illustrate. There's going to be a stagnation in the price, and people are going to look at it and wait and wait and wait, and then there will always be this guy when he thinks or she thinks that, what, this $2,000 price range is now acceptable, and she believed that or he believed that this is the norm, and that's where we will see another price spike, and that will become the new normal. So basically, this is the exact same thing that I was trying to illustrate to you guys.
The second type of Japanese promo is the black box. I'm just gonna run and get it. So, yep, guys, it's this one. So this box was actually quite a recent box. This box was only released when? It was only released like in December, and the price of this has been going up, significantly and substantially. It's stagnated around $300 to $400 a box for a while. Now we're seeing a big jump to the 500 mark. So at the 500 marks, we're going to see whether there are taker before things goes up again. Like I said, the Pikachu is quite easy to grade at PSA 10, whereas the Alolan and Friends, so the other trainer card, is much more of a difficult card to grade. So even if you freshly pull this out of a box, chances are it might not be a 10. That is why the box price is high, but it's still at an acceptable rate, whereas the PSA 10 versions, or the PSA 10 set of the promo cards, are going up in price.
Alright guys, this is such a troll. So at the same time that I was about to release the video, I did just a little quick eBay search, and guess what I found? The price of this black box has gone up substantially. There have been quite a few sales in the past 1 or 2 days where it hits the $600 marks. So that's where people are starting to accept that, oh hey, it's it's gonna be around $600. Maybe even $599, $600. So people are buying the box up at that range, thinking that chances are it's actually going to go higher and higher. The reason for this is that I guess the recent auction for a lot of the two promos for this, the PSA 10 version, has gone up from around 500 for the Alolan Friends and around 400 for the Pikachu. So those two cards add up in a PSA 10 will be worth the cost or worth the expense to buy a box like this, break it open, and grade it. And people, flippers, will be thinking, hey, that might be a good idea. And I think that is what is causing a much quicker acceptance into this price range in the 600s. So that's pretty much that. So let's continue with our original video.
So that's the two types of promo card. Third promo card, this one. You guys see me throwing this in all the time, and this is because it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that I have to make a video on this. eBay sales of this card in the PSA 10 version has been going for around $200 to $300 per card. If there's a BGS 10, it's going for maybe even $400. A black label, it's listed on eBay for $2,000. And here's the thing. This box is $20. This box is $20. You didn't hear wrong. 20. You send it to PSA, you get a PSA 9 or PSA 10, you get what, 10 times, 20 times the profit? How is that even real? How is that even possible? Or how is that even rational? Well, I can tell you the current Pokemon card market is just not rational. A lot of investors are just saying that, that's Charizard, I'm gonna buy it. That's what it is. And I think that it's a little scary if you think about it, but that's what's happening. So you can either curse this, hate this, or jump on the bandwagon and say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to buy some of these, grade it, and sell it. So those are the two choices you have. But I would be very careful if you take the second one, if you jump on the bandwagon, because people have been jumping on this for a while. And if you jump on it now, I would be very cautious if the market is still going to take in that $200 and $300 PSA 10 VMAX Japanese Charizard, because simply remember, this box is 20 bucks. So, and the Charizard alone, you can easily get it for like what, $17? And that is something very scary. Actually, just the other day, I was doing some pre-orders on Champion's Path. So basically, people have to fill in Google form and leave their name to me. And so I was like, oh, I was going through the numbers, and I saw someone named that I've never seen, that I have no idea how she got the link to the Google form. So I decided to ask. It was a her. It was that 1% or maybe 3% girls who collect and invest in Pokemon cards. So I'm like, hey dude, I said, hey girl, who are you? How did you hear me? These sort of stuff. And she said, oh, my friend sent me the link and said that it's a good investment. So she has no idea what Pokemon card is. And I'm pretty sure she's not in any of my Pokemon groups. Doesn't follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. There was just a link where you can buy and pre-order a SM3.5, SS3.5, which is Champion's Path Elite Trainer Box. And her friend told her that, go pre-order it and you'll make money. And I think that's what's happening in a lot of the current market. They're like, hey, it's a Charizard. There's a Charizard. Go for it. Just buy it and it will make money. And that's the current market. So the Japanese promo card market, especially this promo card, it's skyrocketing. The demand is huge, and to be very honest, the supply is huge too. You can actually still get this easily in Japan. So that's what's happening. Okay, the last promo card I like to talk about is the promo card that everyone, I can't pronounce. It's the Scream Pikachu. I think it's called Edver Mouche. I call it Munch, but okay. But anyhow, thank you for the comment in my earlier video, whoever that was. But yeah, so the Scream Pikachu promos are still going up. As of this video, I was looking at some auction, eBay auction. It's going for around $720 per card. People ask, collect Pokemon. Do you think that the Pikachu will suppress the Mimikyu in price, will take over the Mimikyu in price? And my answer is yes, because as this set gets more and more difficult to collect, the full set, people will choose to collect one card only from the set. And that one card that they're going to choose is not going to be Mimikyu, but it's going to be Pikachu. So that's why over the in the long run, what I foresee is the Pikachu will hit $1,000 for the PSA 10 mark. And the Mimikyu will actually grow, but at much of a slower rate, because it's no longer a set that everyone can easily afford. So I mean, if you have to buy the set, it's PSA 10 set. It's like $800 for the Mimikyu, $700 for the Pikachu, $400 for the Psyduck, and they're like what, $200 each for the Eevee and the Rowlet. So it's hitting to that price of around $2,000 for a set, which makes it very, very difficult for people to just, generally, get a pocket or open the PayPal and pay that $2,000. So people are just going to narrow their choice of the collection to only the Pikachu. And the demand of Pikachu will continue to rise, and hence that price will go up. And I'm actually trying to see if I actually can get a full set of Black Label Scream promos. And when I do, I think that can yield a very premium price if I've decided to sell that set, because I still haven't decided. I really want it, but at the same time, I don't mind it just being a PSA 10 set, but having a Black Label set, you can really hit up a premium for that set. So that's pretty much it for this video. Like a really quick update with Japanese promo cards. And yeah, so those are the really hit promo cards that you guys should keep an eye on. But you're like, if you're gonna say, hey, collect Pokemon, are there other promo cards, Japanese promo cards that are good to collect? Any of the Pokemon Center Pikachus are easily and cheaply obtainable. So those would be a great, addition to a collection. But the ones that I've talked about are the more popular ones that are more hit. So if you like this video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let me know what other kind of promos do you want me to talk about. Maybe I can actually talk about the Poncho promos. So the Charizard and Pikachu, Rayquaza Pikachu, Gyarados and Pikachu, and how those cards are actually going up in price too, as well as the 20th anniversary Pikachu, the Fiesta one. So that one has significantly rise in price. So that could be off another video. So hope you guys like this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.